Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. We are entering the final stretch of Ramadan, and there is no time like this in the entire year to maximize our worship, seek closeness to Allah, and earn His infinite mercy. These last 10 nights hold immense potential to change your life forever, and today I want to guide you through a journey of spiritual growth that could transform the rest of your year. Will you be ready to make these nights count? Ramadan is a month of fasting, prayer, and reflection, but it's also a month of building habits that can carry us for the rest of our lives. The final 10 nights of Ramadan are especially significant. They are a time for those who wish to elevate their worship and draw nearer to Allah. But how do we maximize these nights? How do we ensure that these blessed moments don't slip away unnoticed? We often find ourselves needing motivation during these final nights. This is perfectly natural because as humans, we thrive on companionship, inspiration, and reminders. If you're finding it hard to stay focused or motivated, I urge you to surround yourself with people who share the same desire to excel in worship during this month. If you're on your own, take advantage of technology. Listen to reminders, motivational talks, and recitations of the Quran that inspire you to push forward. The importance of these last 10 nights cannot be overstated. Allah Himself says, "Indeed, we sent the Quran down during the night of decree." This night is more powerful than 1,000 months, and it's hidden within the final 10 nights of Ramadan. Wouldn't you want to be among the ones who catch this night? But the key is to make the most of all 10 nights, not just to focus on the odd ones in hopes of it being the night of decree. This month is also the month of the revelation of the Quran. Every action we do in Ramadan has the potential to bring us closer to Allah, and nothing brings us closer than reciting His words. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would review the Quran with Jibril every Ramadan, and the last year of his life, they completed the review twice. Imagine the spiritual intensity and focus involved in this sacred act. During Ramadan, we must push ourselves to read and recite the Quran as much as possible, whether it's a few verses or a whole surah. In today's digital age, we have tools like the Quranly app, which helps us build the habit of consistent Quran reading. It tracks your progress, shows the rewards for each verse you recite, and even allows you to compete with friends to motivate each other. It's a wonderful way to cultivate a habit that will last beyond Ramadan. Another essential act during these nights is charity. Ramadan is the month when our deeds are multiplied, and charity holds a special place in the heart of Allah. The example of those who spend their wealth in the path of Allah is like a seed that grows into 7 ears of corn, each containing 100 grains. I urge you to be charitable in these last 10 nights. Give whatever you can, no matter how small. When you give for the sake of Allah, your wealth is purified, and it brings you closer to Him. Charity isn't just limited to money. It can also be in the form of helping others, showing kindness, or giving your time to a good cause. Ramadan is a time when we can transform our hearts through acts of generosity and selflessness. But it's not only about the external acts of worship, it's about the internal transformation. Ramadan is a month of patience, self-restraint, and emotional growth. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever fasts during Ramadan with faith and seeking reward from Allah will have all his previous sins forgiven." Bukhari. Fasting is a way to purify the heart, to strengthen our relationship with Allah by abstaining from worldly desires. This month also teaches us to control our anger, avoid bad habits, and reflect on our actions. We should make a conscious effort to control our words and behavior, not just during the day, but even in the quiet moments when no one is watching. The act of fasting builds our willpower, and we must use that power to eliminate negative traits such as pride, anger, and greed. One of the most powerful tools we have during these last 10 nights is supplication. In the Quran, Allah promises, "Call upon me and I will respond to you." The final 10 nights are an opportunity to ask Allah for forgiveness, for guidance and for strength to carry us through the coming year. This is the time to make dua for yourself, your family, and the entire ummah. It is also a time to make peace with those around you, especially family members. If you've had disagreements or misunderstandings with loved ones, take this time to reconcile and seek Allah's forgiveness for any wrongs committed.